Okay, so let's talk a little bit about this idea of so-called spontaneous remission when it comes to cancer. So what the angels have shown me is that there is no such thing as something happening randomly or spontaneously without any reason for it at all. And that's kind of how spontaneous remission is talked about, right? It's like, oh, we don't really know why it happened. Suddenly the cancer just disappeared. And because we live in a universe of cause and effect, where the cause is always what we would think of as metaphysical or energetic or spiritual, but I like to use the word metaphysical, and the effect is something that shows up in the physical, and your body where cancer may show up is physical, right? It's made of atoms, even though atoms are at their core just energy, but it's as physical as something gets. It's solid matter, right? So when we talk about spontaneous remission, which basically has to do with the physical body manifesting in a different way, cancer cells are going away and new ones are not being birthed, then we have to look at what the reason for that is in the metaphysical realm. And the reason that you get spontaneous remission, as we refer to it in the world of conventional medicine and just kind of everyday life, according to the angels, is that there has been a change in the contents of your consciousness. That's the metaphysical part of things, that then no longer has a need to reflect or manifest as cancer cells in your physical body. So if you can have a profound fundamental change at the level of your consciousness, which has to do with how you are seeing yourself, your self-concept in relation to certain things that have happened in your life, that's when we open up the door for the potential for a so-called spontaneous remission. Everyone who's had what is referred to as spontaneous remission has had a core change at the level of their consciousness. This is so important to understand. They might not really understand themselves what has happened. Like they wouldn't necessarily be able to tell you, oh, it's because I had a change somewhere in my consciousness and I started seeing myself in a different way and I had this profound shift. They wouldn't necessarily know that. But because a number of things can cause the shift, and you can have varying degrees of awareness around what that shift was and what caused it. But it's so important to understand that that's where all changes in the physical, including changes in your physical body, come from. They come from the metaphysical realm, and your consciousness is the metaphysical part of you. Hi, my name's Amanda. I am a channel who works with angelic beings to bring through information about how we can reprogram our mind-body connection to maximize our chances of generating what we think of as a spontaneous remission from cancer. If you'd like more information about how I can help you, please visit ascendyourdna.com.